Now, AltMet. AltMet you're going to hear from now, and you'll hear from them. Coming up.
A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Collins from AltMet, as has already been introduced. I'm coming from a company that is extremely concerned about global air pollution. Now, it has often been reported that transportation forms the backbone of any developing economy. And when you think about it, this is actually true. I mean, we literally depend on efficient transportation models for us to move people and goods across geographies. However, as critical as transportation has been to the development of the human society, it has resulted in one big unintended consequence: the effect of global air pollution. Now, the Department for Trade in the UK estimates that around 29,000 people die each and every year in the UK as a result of poor air quality. In China, it has gotten so bad that in some regions, the air pollution and the smoke which has formed is visible from space. Now, despite these nerve-wracking statistics, believe you me when I tell you that it could actually have been worse. And it is only because of a device which is called the catalytic converter. Now, catalytic converters are emission control devices that are attached to exhaust lines of vehicles, in which the precious metals platinum, palladium, and rhodium play an extremely important role of converting over 90% of the toxic gases that are produced by the internal combustion engine. Now, as a result of this environmental importance, the demand for these metals has consistently been greater than the supply by at least 9% within the last decade. And over 51% of these metals end up in catalytic converters. Now, AltMet is entering this particular recycling space with a process that we have developed that efficiently recovers and recycles these metals from scrapped catalytic converters. Now, our process circumvents the highly energy-intensive step that is the heart of the current recycling processes, and it uses environmentally friendly reagents that essentially dissolve the metals into solution, and then we recover them in subsequent steps. Now, at this point in time, we've established a working relationship with the third biggest platinum refiner who are based in South Africa, and we are now looking to fix our supply. So we have a proven demand for our metals. We have a strategic partnership with a company that has got over 100 years experience in the platinum industry, and we have a process that efficiently recycles around 93% of these metals from scrapped catalytic converters. Now, what we are looking for from this particular audience here is an introduction to companies that are in the business of buying and selling scrap catalytic converters. We have identified a company that is based here in Warrington, which is called the European Metallurgical Recycling Group, and a chat with its CEO, who's called Chris Shepard, would go a long way in fixing our supply. Thank you very much.
I have 2 seconds left. Incredible. So, just run it back again. So basically, you're taking catalytic converters, yes, and you're harvesting the precious metals from them.
Yes.
And nobody else is doing this?
No, actually, it's a very mature industry. But what we're bringing to the table is a process that circumvents, that is highly energy effective.
So it's much more efficient.
Yes. So currently they melt everything. So our process is highly energy efficient because we don't go that particular route.
And this is going to address quite a big issue in Africa because all of these things are just going to waste.
Actually, this is a global problem.
Right, yeah.
It's a global problem. So it's going to address, yes, in Africa, but it also has the opportunity to be scaled even beyond Africa into Europe and the Asian markets as well.
Brilliant. Now, Volkswagen had an interesting issue about catalytic converters a couple of years ago. Have you chatted to them at all?
You've actually given me an idea. I'm actually going to... You know what? That's our second ask. Can we have a meeting with Volkswagen?
Well, I'm sure we can get them. I'm in the press. Anyway, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Brilliant. Now, it's just a little joke, by the way.